Happy holidays, ladies. Okay, here's the deal. Every single year, I hear women talk about how exhausted and stressed they are during the holidays. I've gained 10 pounds. I'm so tired. I have a party tonight. People coming into town next week. I cannot wait for this to be over. And I find myself thinking, why are we doing this? Answer, we've been conditioned. Conditioned to believe that the holidays are about eating, drinking, parties, buying as much stuff as you can in an 8-week time period because it only comes once a year. I used to do that years ago until I finally got so tired and so burnt out, I just thought, I'm not doing it anymore. Now I do it differently. I don't gain weight. I don't burn out. I enjoy the season and I wake up January 1st hitting the ground running. Today, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I do it. Let's start with morning, ladies, because this is what sets the tone for the day. My goal this time of year isn't about perfection. Okay, well, maybe it kind of is. No, but seriously, overall, I adhere to what I call the 90-10 rule. I stick to my normal eating and health routine 90% of the time, and then I allocate 10% for indulgences and fun. First thing in the morning, I make my daily green beauty juice. This sets the tone for the day, ladies. In a Vitamix, I blend celery, kale, spinach, banana, apple, collagen powder, chia seeds, water, and a splash of lemon juice. Fresh lemon juice, of course. I've done this every morning for the past 6 or 7 years, ladies, and I'm telling you, it is a skin and well-being game changer. To make it extra easy and convenient, I have our amazing house manager, Maria, make what I call the green juice packets. In other words, pre-cut, pre-prepared packets with all of the ingredients except for the collagen powder and the chia seeds, so that in the morning, all I have to do is dump it and give it a whir. She does this for 3 or 4 days at a time so that it's always nice and fresh for us. Next, I do my regular workout. Always. I always start with 30 minutes of cardio, and then I either do upper body and abs or lower body and abs. I take Thursdays and Sundays off, meaning I work out 5 days a week. Ladies, I do not skip my workouts and I do not cut them short. This is my time. The world will still be there when I'm done. The real secret to staying fit, and I have been asked this a lot throughout my life, is this: there is no secret. It's consistency and a commitment to consistency day in, day out, year after year. There is no free lunch. You can't buy it. You can't hire somebody else to do it. Otherwise, I would have. You have to put in the time and the work. Hard stop. Post-workout, if and only if I'm hungry, I'll usually have toasted sprouted toast, a cup of egg whites, and what else do I have? Oh, half of an avocado. Doing this gives me about 20 grams of protein, 20 to 25 grams of protein, which is about 1/4 of my daily goal. Side note, ladies, if I am not hungry, I don't make myself eat. That old misnomer of you have to fuel your body 5 small meals a day. It's not necessarily true, and studies have shown that. I won't go into the weeds, but basically I eat if I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry, I don't. Now I've set a positive, healthy tone for the day. I work most of the day filming, editing, answering emails, answering questions from all of our wonderful community. And then for lunch, I have my Sakara. I've used Sakara for 6 to 7 years, and it's a plant-based meal delivery, which makes eating healthy very convenient and ergo very simple to stick with. Ladies, you're probably picking up on this already. I do everything that I can within my power to make things as convenient and simple and hassle-free as possible, because when that's the case, the likelihood that I'll stick to it rises exponentially. Now let's talk managing parties and food, the fun stuff of the holidays. First, with parties, I have 3 specific guidelines. Number 1, with the exception of one we really need to go party, which usually means a professional event in the legal community, my husband's a lawyer, we only accept invites to parties we really want to attend. Hard stop. This significantly cuts down on our holiday schedule obligations, leaving lots of time to spend with family, relaxing, enjoying, listening to Christmas music, driving out to look at all the pretty Christmas lights, you know, the fun stuff that you love. Oliver and I have an annual tradition. This started the first year we got married, which is almost 21 years ago, of driving up to South Coast Plaza in Orange County to just go to the mall and look at the Christmas lights. They always do a really beautiful job of Christmas lights and music and holiday decor. store. We don't go there to shop. We just browse, we walk around, we get dinner. It's just really a nice chill time, and it's our tradition. Number 2, I avoid back-to-back parties. If we have one Friday night, Saturday night is spent chilling at home. This really helps us to stay balanced, calm, and really just enjoying the holidays. It shouldn't be about obligation. It should be about exactly what I said, relaxing and enjoying the time. Number 3, an exit time and a plan, man. So when we're going to a party, we always decide what time we're going to go and when we're going to leave. So say something starts at 7. I might say, okay, let's get there at 7:20 and let's plan on leaving at 9. This really helps us to stay both centered and rested and not be out way past our bedtime. I know, aren't we fun? We like to get to bed early. Food and drink at the party. All right, this is a big one, ladies. Without exception, I always eat a light, typical dinner before going to any party. My light dinner that I love, I've been having it every night for, I don't know, probably the past couple months. You know how you just get on a kick? Is my special protein shake. I'm gonna show you how I make it. It's cachava with an added scoop of protein powder, collagen powder, banana, frozen fruit, and unsweetened almond milk. Oh, I also add another tablespoon of chia. This gives me a lot of omega-3, some fiber, and it's just super good for your skin. This little beauty, ladies, gives me 50 grams of protein. And by the way, it's delicious. Then at the party, I enjoy whatever I want to have without guilt. This is my 10%. And honestly, since I've already had a healthy, normal day, a nice, light, but very filling light dinner, I am plenty fine just having a few bites of my favorites. And I'm not sacrificing one bit. I eat and enjoy what I'm truly drawn to, and that's it. Oh, and one small thing, ladies, that I find really helps, I don't keep cookies or candies in the house during the holidays. If it's not staring at me, I don't think about it. I know myself well enough. If I make cookies or I buy a big box of See's chocolates, I will eat them. And not just a little bit at a time, they will be gone within a day or two. Not kidding. I got my dad's sweet tooth. Drinking. Okay, this is what gets a lot of people, I think. First, drinking makes you hungry, right? Or at least it lowers your, shall we say, decision-making ability. I remember plenty of Jack in the Box runs at 3 in the morning when I was in my 20s. Jalapeno poppers, waffle fries, double bacon cheeseburger. But when we know better, we do better, right? Now we know that alcohol is a major age accelerator. It creates inflammation in the body, it dehydrates you, it makes you feel horrible the next morning, which affects your mood, your production, and your workouts. I personally rarely drink. So at a party, I'm totally fine having bubble water and lime. If I do want a light cocktail, I have one and I usually nurse it for the time that we're there. But it's kind of rare that I'll drink. Sometimes I think just being aware of how damaging alcohol is to your body is enough of a deterrent to stop you from having the second one. That being said, if you want a cocktail, you do you and you have one. Here's a smart tip, ladies. Add electrolytes to your water. Here's why you want to do this. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning that you lose minerals fast. This flushes out sodium, potassium, magnesium, chloride. So losing all of those minerals is going to result in dehydration, fatigue, headaches, and just feeling like crap. Not to mention the puffy face that you get the next morning. No bueno. Electrolytes before cocktailing raises your baseline, so you're not starting on empty. Finally, ladies, my last two non-negotiables are sleep and a next morning reset. Sleep is a big one. This is when your body rests, it recalculates, and your cells rejuvenate. That's why they say beauty sleep. It's not just an old wives' tale. Beauty sleep really does help to rejuvenate your body, and it's great and amazing for your pretty skin. If I'm rested, everything else works. My mood, my skin, my workouts, and I wake up feeling amazing and ready to be productive for the day. Finally, the next morning reset after an event. Hydration with my electrolytes, whether I had a cocktail or not, my green juice, and a workout. In other words, get right back on schedule. This type of reset helps me to feel balanced, healthy, and on point. Know what else is on point? My entire holiday playlist. So don't miss it right here. 2025 holiday playlist for all things style, beauty, etiquette, and holiday glam. Have a great couple days, ladies. Take care, and I'll see you Friday.